Hey, so I want to tell you how you can live in a van full time. I'm not saying that I am an expert on this at all. I just realized today that I live in here full time now. Given, I'm totally honest, I still do have a small apartment in Portland, Oregon that I am transitioning out of. I'm finding another renter for to fill my spot. Yeah, I live in this full time now. There was like a stretch of like 3 or 4 days where I just didn't even go to that place, and it's becoming very real, and this is becoming my home. So I kind of wanted to tell you how I have done it so far. Once again, I'm not an expert on this. I'm just starting out. But one of the first thing I wanted to mention was that it's super important, and I think this is a really good way to do it, is to transition before you don't have anywhere else to live. So what I mean by that is kind of maintain your apartments or maintain your original living space before you do this, if you can. Obviously, there's a lot of people that are kind of forced out of their homes and don't really have a choice. Probably most of you that are watching this, but or not, maybe not. But if you can, maintain a regular living situation and just try it out. Just sleep in it. Just sleep in it, every other day at first. Or if you enjoy it, then just do it. Keep doing it, And if you don't get discouraged immediately. Just, if it's super cold, whatever, figure it out, try something. It was super cool. It was in the 20s when I started living in this thing. And I don't have, this is like pre-conversion. I don't have, it's still a regular van. I just took out the seats. It's a 15 passenger, so I got some space. But I did this right here. I threw on some little insulation that I got at my workspace. I'm doing like temporary work right now, manual labor on construction sites. And as you can see, it's like a super tiny like floor insulation, very thin. But I just put some pieces together, taped them up, and it like got me like 3 more hours of warmth at night. And I did that for all of the windows. I just took them off. I'm kind of keeping them behind the seats. But figure it out. These are problems. I think the theme of this sort of lifestyle is just kind of figure it out as you go. Obviously, you still need to make money to survive and stuff. And I'm living and working right now full time. But that's the first thing I kind of wanted to mention. Obviously, without having a full build-out conversion, there's a lot of things you have to sacrifice. The second thing I want to talk about is conveniences. You may think that, there's no way you could ever live without a fridge, a microwave, XYZ, and maybe that's something that you're super used to and you love to cook. I don't know, isn't that cool? The plane. But maybe that's your thing, and if that's your thing, then maybe you need a good place to cook. But for me, cooking was a convenience, and I can figure out other ways to eat. So what I do is I just have this tiny little, let's see if I can flip this around actually. No, I'm not that smart. But I have a little small cooler, and I just keep like some fresh veggies and fruits, and like even some like just like charcuterie kind of, salted, and like salamis, and like not a lot of salami, but like that kind of stuff that's like salted meats and like in the casing, and just to give you something to kind of like, if you're a meat eater, to munch on. But yeah, and like, so actually I noticed I end up eating really fresh because I don't want it to go bad, and I've only got like a couple days that it's not refrigerated, or that it probably will stay good until it's not so good. So that's the second thing. Conveniences, obviously, like, gotta use the bathroom. You gotta be, just how it is. We're human. Middle of the night, sometimes you just gotta go pee, you gotta run to a bathroom. And I'd say just, check out markets. A lot of them are open, fairly late if you're in a city. If not, then just go in the middle of the woods or in the field or something, When it was really cold, to be honest, I got this from another guy in another video. He just used this container, and just, went number one in that. And every now and then, every day or every other day, just toss some laundry detergent in there and put some water and shake it around, and you want to stay as clean as possible. So just be smart about it. But that's another thing. There's obviously a bunch of other conveniences like a closet, microwave, that kind of stuff. But I think you will surprise yourself by how much you can adapt as a human. And if you really want to, get out of the regular mold that's normal that us Americans are so used to, I say it's worth a try, just to switch it up, challenge yourself. Let's see, another thing. Obviously, there's a million videos about this, but I'll tell you a little bit about how I have found places to park. It's been about a little over a month that it definitely has been a little over a month that I've been living in this and sleeping in this. And the places that I have found are usually like sometimes a mix between commercial and residential. There's some key things I'd want to mention to keep in mind. In residential, don't just park right in front of someone's house. Obviously they don't want if they got kids running around, they don't want it's still sketchy in the view of our society for people to be living in vans and stuff, or cars. And so don't park right in front of someone's house. If there's a good fence, a super long fence that someone has, or next to a housing area, then do that. That just seems to make more sense to me. Let's see, what else? Commercial areas, don't park right in front of a trucking in and out, distribution center or something like that. Obviously, usually there's just roads you can kind of line park on that are next to the distribution centers or whatever, or warehouses. People don't really mind. I'm usually gone really early in the morning. Keep that in mind. So yeah, I'm gonna change position because it's kind of a cool view. But can you see that? It's nice, huh? I'm in Northeast Portland right now. Pretty beautiful. Yeah, so friends' places if you can. Yeah, do that. I hang out with my girlfriend a lot, obviously, so she has a neighborhood that's pretty used to my van, so I'll park over there. I'll park over near where I used to live. Do that. What else? Yeah, those are the main things right now for me, I think. But a encourager, I have noticed that I have so much more, it's so much more easier to just do the things you want to do. For example, I wake up in the morning a lot of time, I should read, I should do yoga, stretch, I should read some scripture. I'm a believer in Jesus. Just read my Bible, just kind of have some quiet time, silence. I think that's super important. And I just do it. There's not really a hindrance. In a regular living situation, I could find a million things to convince or distract myself with, and I haven't found it very easy to get distracted by anything. And if you do get distracted, it's like this sort of thing where you're hanging out by a beautiful river, and that's amazing. But I do those things, and it's easy to do those things. So yeah, hopefully that encourages you. Yeah, so I'll just kind of show you a little bit of actually, no, I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that in maybe another video or something. I haven't really done a full tour of this yet, so thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I got a few other videos you want to take a look at, but yeah, thanks. See ya.